So now that we're done with the hunt for dragon armor, I thought we'd mix it up and go ahead and go for a pet. You know, I haven't gotten a pet in a while, so I figured let's go for the spooter. Let's go and kill Sarachnis. So I'm gonna go do 1,000 kills, just a casual 1,000 kills, no big deal. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, like I said in that cow fight video, I bought this mace a long time ago and I haven't used it. So let's go use it. Let's finally go and put it to good use. Currently at 163 kills, not too many. And we have some collection log items we can go for. Jar of Eyes, Sarachnis Cudgel, and of course the pet. Alright, so just in case I didn't show it, here is my gear setup. This is the best that I can afford right now. Some obvious upgrades. You could bring a scythe if you are swimming in cash. I'm not. Torva helm would also be better than my face guard, but you know, that's also kind of expensive. You could bring Blood Fury if you want to stay there longer for the heals, but that's more expensive, so I'd rather make a little bit of money here. I know it's not super efficient, but you know, I want to see some money, so we're bringing the Torture instead. Besides that, I think we're pretty much good. From here we can go to the Xeric's Talisman that's mounted in our house. I'm going to go ahead and configure it over to, I think it's Glade. And left click. And then from here, we can run, oh, accidentally clicked. From here we can run west and go into the 4th Oath dungeon. And this is where I'll be spending the next 20 hours or so. I'm actually not entirely sure how long I'll be here, but yeah, just a rough estimate. And there's a combat task completed. Another combat task completed. And I think that's actually everything. We've already done all 5, so that was fast. It took me a few kills to get into the groove of always having a thrall up, and then of course remembering to cast Death Charge right before killing Sarachnis. Towards the end, you know, I got into it. I was able to reliably do it, but what I realized is that I feel like I'm putting in way more effort than what is necessary. Like having to make sure that I'm like in the zone where Sarachnis can't like double hit me with range. I'm making sure that the right prayer's on, and then switching over to these to cast. I feel like I'm doing some high level content, and that's just not the case. You know, Sarachnis is not anything crazy. Yeah, I don't know how many more kills the thrall and the death charge is getting me per hour, but I feel like it's not really worth the effort. I could be crazy, I could be lazy, I could be both, but yeah, I think I'm gonna bank the runes. It's not really necessary. I'd rather take this more chill, you know? It's not like I'm making 5 mil an hour anyways, so we'll see how it goes. So since we're going for this super tanky setup, unfortunately I did have to cave in and buy a blood shard to make a Blood Fury, which obviously is going to eat into my profits, and since we're going to try out this AFK method, we're going to be getting less kills per hour, so I don't imagine that we're going to be making a lot of money, if any at all, here with this method, but if it works out well enough, that's fine with me. A boss pet that we can get just by AFKing, I am so down for that. I can just grind this out while I'm editing other videos, so yeah, let's give it a shot. We're still able to use the mace, so that's good. And we have our full Justy along with our Elysian, Ring of Suffering, Guardian Boots, Sparrow's Gloves, Amulet of Blood Fury, just full tank gear. So we should be able to last here a good bit. We'll see. So this is the first kill. As you can see, my character is just auto-retaliating and killing the minions. I'm not really clicking on anything. Only time that I click is whenever I need to drink a sip of prayer, and of course whenever I need to eat if I get too low. So far, we are extremely tanky. I'm still at 99 HP thanks to that Blood Fury. So yeah, this is pretty good. I think in order to break up the monotony of this grind, I will probably be doing the clues that I get. Luckily, Sarachnis drops hards and elites, so once I get one of each, I'll be turning those into master clues, and we'll see if we can get lucky and get some 3rd age. I mean, if we can get a boss pet, if we can get a pet just by AFKing the entire time, that would be amazing. Like, obviously our kills per hour are going to take a huge hit. We're not going to be getting nearly as much as if we were like actively killing the boss with better gear.
But yeah, I don't mind being here if we can just AFK the pet. Now that I've said that, we're probably going to get extremely lucky and get it like in a few hundred kills. So we're approaching the 30-minute mark, and as you can see, we have a pretty nice inventory of loot. I guess if I really wanted to, I could go hit up the chest since we have 3 keys to get more supplies. But I'll probably end up banking it just to get like a fresh new inventory of supplies that I can use. Yeah, I'm really liking it. It's actually really good. I was about to leave since we were out of food and we're running low on prayer, but I just got an egg potato drop. Completely forgot that Sarachnis herself actually drops food, so nice. For some reason I had this like expectation that we were going to spend so much money on supplies and that we were going to essentially not make any profit here. But looking at the loot tracker, I'm reminded that really the only thing we're spending money on is the food, the anglerfish, the super restores, and the super combat potions, which total right now says 115k for this one trip, which isn't a lot. I am interested to know how much the Blood Fury is going to cost in terms of supplies. I haven't done the math yet, but I'm pretty sure that's going to make a pretty big impact. I don't know if we're still going to profit off of this. If we do, great. If we don't, well, I mean, I guess that's the price that we pay for getting a free AFK boss pet. Free in quotation marks, because you know, we're using a very expensive setup. This setup really isn't that cheap, but you know, still kind of free. Oh, this is going to be the last kill, by the way. We perfectly ran out of the Divine Super Combat and the Super Restores, so I guess the ratio that we had is pretty good. Pretty nice inventory, if I do say so myself, and I gotta say, this was a lot better than I expected. I think this is what we're going to be going with moving forward. Alrighty, so you might notice something different. Yep, it's my weapon. I'm using the Fang now. As I said earlier in the video, I have had the mace in my bank for months and I didn't, you know, use it at all until now, right, for Sarachnis. And it would only make sense that once I finally decide to start using it, the price goes up by a lot, right? So I ended up selling it because I really don't need the mace for anything. Apparently Fang is pretty comparable to mace here at Sarachnis, and I would rather just have the money for the mace because I need to buy some other stuff back, like my T-bow eventually. So I wanted to take advantage of this price spike because I don't know when it'll, you know, come back ever again. But I'm sure since I already sold the mace, yeah, with my luck, the mace would just skyrocket to like 800 mil. But you know what? It's fine. We don't really need the mace for anything. Yeah, I would just rather have the money for a better item. So yeah, we're switching over to the Fang, and we'll see how this performs. There it is, Sarachnis Cudgel for the collection log. We just received our first elite clue. Like I said before, we're gonna wait until we get both a hard and an elite, and then turn it into a master clue. Alright, there's the hard clue. So after this trip, we'll go and get some impling jars to open for the easies and mediums, and then we'll do the master clue. So just a heads up, in case you were wondering how many kills I get in that setup at Sarachnis, I get about 25 kills an hour. So yeah, you can easily get double that if you're paying attention. But I'm not gonna lie, 25 is not bad for how AFK it is. So yeah, it's a decent trade-off, I guess. So unfortunately I wasn't recording, but I'll explain what happened. You guys missed some pretty high-level gameplay. I was fighting the cabbage mage, and I was running low on health, but I'm using a blowpipe, so I envenomed him, and then I, you know, ran over here behind the corner, and I just waited until the last tick of venom killed him. So yeah, I'm pretty good at this game. Let's just go ahead and open up the master casket and see what we got. Complete garbage. Alright, so just completed probably the most successful trip so far. We got extremely lucky with food. I think this was actually the first trip that we did AFK where we had to bank because we were out of prayer. Most of the time it's because we're out of food, but we just got super lucky with all the egg potato drops, and yeah, still had one anglerfish as well. So gotta say, this method is looking real good. Alright, just finished up another trip. Got ourselves a hard clue, and we already have the elite in the bank, so you know what that means. So I got this 3-parter clue step that I always get, you know, all the time. And it just got me thinking, this one step right here, the one about speaking to Vigora, this one's different for people because, you know, Vigora spawns in different places for different people. So some people just have better luck with these clues. You know, it's a clue step to go speak to Vigora, who is not in one static place all the time for everyone. So yeah, some accounts are just better than others. Kind of makes you wonder, do people make accounts and get up to this point to where they see the spawn and then just pick the best one? Like if they have a bad one, do they just reset? Probably not worth it. But yeah, something to think about. There's something so funny about a penguin with a skull. Just imagine if you saw this in the wilderness. Literally everybody that was in the vicinity of this penguin with the skull would just insta-log. I mean, yeah, I don't even want to know what kind of attacks or what max hit this guy can hit. You know what? I'm not going to waste any time. Let's just open it right here. Nothing good. I just got another cudgel. Let's go. Alright, we got a elite clue in the last trip that we did. And I believe we already have a hard, so that means it's time for another master. Alright, master clue completed. I feel good about this one. It made me revisit Zalandra, fishing in Zalandra, which I haven't done since like before 99 fishing, but I did do that for a good while. So yeah, I feel pretty good about this one. I don't know why I felt good about that one. That did not just happen. That did not just happen. Hold on, let me pause my game. Oh my god. I knew this was gonna happen. I found, you know, this method of killing Sarachnis is just so chill. It's it's so chill, right? Super chill. I would not have minded at all going dry for this pet because it's just there's no effort involved. And you want to know the funny thing is that before starting this trip, which wasn't too long ago, as you can see based on my setup, I literally bought 2 more blood shards for my Blood Fury. So I kind of just wasted that money. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I would have been perfectly fine going dry for this pet, you know, going 10,000 kills because it's just so chill. Yeah, we're not really making any money, but at least we're getting, you know, hards and elite clues that we can do for masters, and it's just super chill. You know, we can play other games, we can edit videos. Definitely didn't want good luck here. I would have much rather had this somewhere else, but you know what? A pet's a pet, and we'll take it. It says we need to use colored egg sacs from the grubby chest on Sriracha. Okay, so I saved most of the keys. I think I used like one or two back before I was doing the AFK thing, and then the rest I just collected. We have 21, so I'm not sure how rare it is, but let's go try our luck. I would like the orange one. I think the orange one looks cooler, but you know, I guess blue's fine too. We might actually have to buy some of these keys because we've yet to get a recolor for them. All right, so that is all of our grubby keys used. Luckily, the loot tracker did keep track of everything. In total, if we were to leave with everything that was in that chest, it's 871,000 coins. There it is, the blue egg sac collection log item. So I guess we do have to come back eventually and get the orange egg sac, but of course we get the one that we don't want. I mean, it's an egg sac. We'll take it. Give it to Sriracha. I feel kind of weird giving Sriracha the blue egg sac to change color. Like, what is she doing with it? Is she eating it? In a scene so disgusting, the artist refused to animate it. Sriracha brutally devours the egg. Yeah, okay, yeah, I was right. It can now turn blue on command. Disgusting. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. that actually looks kind of cool. I wasn't a huge fan of it at first, but now that I'm actually seeing it, that looks pretty cool. Go to all pets. Pet number 12. Sriracha. Man, it feels like we've done so much on this account, but we still have so much to do if we're gonna go for all the pets. This is why I love it. Like I'm done with scaling pretty much, at least until they add sailing. So I mean, now we just pretty much have fun. You know, we grind out bosses for the pet, or you know, for crazy items like the dragon, the full dragon. So yeah, I love this game.
I just want to say thanks for checking out the video, and thank you to all of my channel members. Once again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
you.